Cheers! Good morning. I'm Cindy Simmons, and this is Coffee Convo Wednesday. And yes, I have another big, ginormous coffee mug. Dun, 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 dun. If you're wondering what that is the Death Star. And my husband gave me this coffee mug for Christmas. So cheers. Ooh, I do love a big mug. Yes, this is Coffee Convo Wednesday. Today is June 14th, almost Father's Day weekend, celebrating all of the dads in the world. So this will kind of have a little bit of a Father's Day flair to it, if you will. So good morning. Hope you guys are having a great week. If you've turned on the TV at all today, there is just a lot of bad stuff going on in the universe. So today, Coffee Convo Wednesday, as usual, we're going to focus on things that aren't really important or serious, to kind of just take your minds off of all of the bad going on in the world. So we're going to be funny and silly and have an awesome giveaway for you. So let's give you a big fat cheers, grab your coffee cups, and join me for Coffee Convo Wednesday. Okay, we're going to start out with something that when I saw this, I could not even believe this was a thing. All right, you ready for it? I want to know, ladies, would you wear this? You're going, what is that? Let me tell you, this, maybe it's like a thing about dad bods. You know, there's like hashtag dad bods, and dads sort of just embrace that they've got their dad bod. And I, for one, love it, because we women should be able to embrace our bodies whichever way we want, because our bodies just go up and down, right? I know mine does, and I'm kind of in an up place right now. But in case you just want to embrace your inner dad bod, how about a hairy-chested one-piece bathing suit? I am not even kidding you. So this swimsuit has gone viral, and it's a one-piece, and it's supposed to give moms the dad bod that they've always wanted. It's called the Sexy Chest Hair Swimsuit. It's from a company called Beloved Shirts. It sells for $44.95 for a hairy chest bathing suit. Like, it's a real thing. Now look, they even have it in different skin tones. So whatever your skin tone is, you too can wear a hairy chest bathing suit. It's actually called the Sexy Chest Hair Swimsuit. Who would wear that? Right? Ew. Yes, that's what you think it is. And hair, belly button, and, you know, a hairy chest. I told you, everything in the world is serious. We are not going to be serious on Coffee Convo Wednesday today. We're going to laugh, and we're going to start off laughing at the Sexy Chest Hair Swimsuit for $44.95. And no joke, I couldn't even print it because it's so ridiculous. They actually have a tracksuit, like a hairy chest tracksuit, you know, like a sweatshirt and running pants, like a tracksuit. You know what a tracksuit is. And it's a hairy chest, right? Like, it's so nasty. So there you go. Would any of you ladies, would you wear this? Like, I would never, all right, maybe for $1 million, but I would never, I just would, I would never. So ridiculous. Oh my goodness. I told you, we're never serious on this show, and oh my goodness. $44.95. The tracksuit that I was telling you about is over $100. So yeah, you can either wear the Sexy Chest Hair Swimsuit or the tracksuit, but $44.95? No, thanks. I'm gonna get my bathing suit at Target for less than that. $44.95. Sexy chest hair. Okay. All right. So today on the show, that's our first topic. Topic number 2, I have to tell you a funny story that happened over the weekend. And it's half funny because it just is. And then the other half, you're like, really? So I was on my 4th annual spring break girls trip. Yes, spring break in June, we all have busy schedules. And so June was the soonest we could get 3 of our schedules on the calendar. So there's 3 of us that go, myself and 2 of my best friends, Heather and Mary Louise. So we went to Orlando because my girlfriend Mary Louise lives there. And if you haven't heard, I'm moving to Orlando. I currently live in Atlanta, but we're moving to Orlando. So we were going, and my friend Heather, she lives here. So Heather and I were going there. So we went to go see Tears for Fears and Hall & Oates, and then we went to a beach condo for a day and a half. So we're at the beach condo, and ladies, you know how it is when you're with your girlfriend. You just don't really want to do anything. And if you have kids, you definitely don't want to do anything. You just want to relax and chill out. So the three of us are sitting on the patio of this beach condo, doing nothing. Like, we're just sitting there relaxing. I think we're in our bathing suits and our cover-ups and just completely chilling. So we're sitting there talking as women do when we're catching up and we haven't seen each other for a while, and we're chatting and chatting and chatting. I mean, this is like 3 hours probably. And outside of the patio where we're sitting, there's a little grassy area and then a little path that goes to the beach. So the condo is literally on the beach. So like I said, right outside of this patio, we're on the first floor of a condo building that's maybe, I don't know, 5-6 stories. Sitting there chatting. Spring break in June. This is so great. We love each other. Wow. All of a sudden, this like splash, this huge splash of water comes from above outside of the patio. So you can see it. So we're, like I said, we're sitting on the patio. This huge splash comes down. Now, it had been raining because it's Florida, and it was the middle of the afternoon. So we thought, what is that? Maybe a pile of water was, accumulating and just went off the roof. That's what we thought. So my girlfriend, Mary Louise, goes outside and she looks in the ground, are cigarette butts everywhere. Cigarette butts everywhere in this grass. Water, cigarette butts. And she looks at me, she goes, "There's cigarette butts." And Heather and I look at each other like, what? And then you hear, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." There were people staying in the condo above us, and I guess it was the mom who yelled at the daughter, who's a grown daughter, so it wasn't like, she was 10 or 5 and it was an accident. The grown daughter, who apparently is a smoker, decided to take whatever they were using to smoke and put their cigarette butts in the water, which is, I guess, what smokers do. No offense to smokers, but I'm just not on board with all that. Not healthy, but you already know that, so I'm not going to lecture you. But I digress. So I guess when you smoke, you put it in a cup of water maybe, and I guess they sat it on the edge of the balcony, and the daughter who was smoking, she just decided to dump it. Dump the whole water with cigarettes over the balcony. Now, I don't know if she was right above us, 4 floors above us. I have no idea. But then all of a sudden you could smell like so disgusting cigarette smell just everywhere. So my girlfriend Mary Louise goes back in to get a paper towel, and she's there picking up every single cigarette butt on the ground. And she's looking at us, and I can tell she wants to say something, but she's trying to just be kind and just, they already apologized, let it go, and I'm all about it. Let's show everyone grace. That's what we need to work on, all of us. Show each other some grace and be kind. But I can tell she wants to say something. So she comes in, and of course, the three of us scurry into the house because we're like schoolgirls. And we're like, what happened? What happened? She says, "Oh my goodness, the mom reamed the daughter." And we couldn't hear it because we could hear her say, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry." You could hear that, but we couldn't hear what happened after while Mary Louise was picking up all of the cigarette butts on the ground. She was screaming at her daughter, "You need to go down there and pick up all of those cigarette butts. You just dumped them over. You weren't even looking." I mean, screaming at her. I don't know if she's a 20-year-old, I have no idea how old she was, and my girlfriend didn't know either, but screaming at her to go pick up the cigarette butts. So Mary Louise just kept looking on the ground and not paying attention because she didn't want them to know that she could hear every single word, although I guess she said probably everyone on that floor could hear, because the mom was screaming so loudly at her daughter, who had knocked or dumped, I think it was more of a, not a knocked over, it was a, "Hey, I'm just done here, I'm gonna dump them over into the grass." So yeah, that's kind of the end of the story. She picked up all the cigarette butts. The girl never came down, probably because her mother humiliated her and she was embarrassed. And Mary Louise did look up and say, oh, it's okay, I've got them all. But there had to have been, I don't know, 10 cigarette butts. Like, who does that? Who just, and then dumps the whole thing over the railing? Especially because, don't you look and see, like, oh, I'm gonna look over there and see, oh, it's a nice little grass area where people have their patios. What in the world? Oh, yeah. So that was one of the highlights of many of our 4th annual spring break trip to Orlando, Florida, at the beach. What in the world? Who does that? I don't know. All right, so speaking of last weekend and my spring break, my 4th annual, my family drove with me because since we're moving to Orlando, we are looking for a place to rent before we move into our new house. So my family went with me, and then my family stayed with Mary Louise's family, and then Mary Louise and Heather and I went on our spring break. So while we were driving from Atlanta to Orlando, which we've made this trip a million times, my husband and I love to stop and get road trip snacks. It's kind of a thing, and we don't normally eat in the car, but duh, when you're on a road trip, all rules are like out the window, right? So I normally get, oh gosh, I can't believe I'm gonna admit this, but I normally get like those 6-pack of Gem donuts. I call them Gem donuts because that's what they were called when we were little, but like the 6-pack of mini donuts. I get those, gummy bears, I'm trying to think what else. I like that kind of stuff. And obviously my kids like anything we get them because they're like, wow, we're in the car and this is great. We're eating in the car. Blah. What does my husband get? Pork rinds. In fact, I was going to save the bag to show you guys because they're just disgusting, in my opinion. My husband loves them. I was going to show you the bag. I was going to save the bag, but literally the smell, and if you've ever watched CONVO Wednesday before, you know about my ridiculous gag reflex. Anytime he eats them in the car, I'm like, I couldn't bring the bag home to show you because I couldn't sit here and smell pork rinds on CONVO Wednesday. They're so gross. If you don't know what a pork rind is, or you've never had a pork rind, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not. See. I'm not going to tell you what they're made of because it will make me vomit. And I'm thinking CONVO Wednesday. You don't want to see me vomit. That would be disgusting. If you don't know what pork rinds are, Google it. But my husband loves them, and they're fried pork rinds. And the spicier, the better. And he loves them, and I can't stand them because I think there are certain foods you should not be allowed to snack on road trips. Pork rinds, what of them? Right? Unless you like pork rinds. I don't know. Like another road trip snack, beef jerky. That's a great road trip snack. Even spicy beef jerky. I can kind of live with that. Pork rinds? Not so much. How do you feel about pork rinds? Because I know a lot of people like them, and I know it might just be like a me thing, and I don't care for them. And I love my husband so much, so I don't care if he eats pork rinds every single road trip because, like I said, I love my husband, and he hung the moon, so pretty much he can almost do anything and eat anything in the car. And I would still love him. But it doesn't mean that in honor of Father's Day and him being an amazing father that I'm going to tease him on CONVO Wednesday and tell him, bleh. Pork rinds are nasty and disgusting. But I love you anyway. Okay, that's CONVO Wednesday. Speaking of Father's Day, this is kind of exciting. Okay, so Father's Day is this Sunday, and my daddy, I think I should share you like a little dad story. My dad is no longer here. He passed away 5 years ago. Again, I will try and talk about my dad because anytime I bring up my dad on CONVO Wednesday, I start to do the like bottom lip quiver, and I'm like, so it kind of stinks. See, there. It kind of stinks when you don't have a dad, but I love my dad, and my dad gave me so many awesome memories. See, gosh, lip quiver. Let's have a cup of coffee and talk about baseball, shall we? I had an amazing dad, and I had an amazing childhood. In fact, the girls were teasing me all week that I had a hashtag happy childhood because I really did. I had a really amazing childhood. I loved my childhood. I grew up in North Hollywood, California, and we always did super fun things. Like, we weren't traveling to, I don't know, Australia or anything like that, but my dad always had these great little mini trips that he would plan. And one of my favorite things that he would do is he would always take us to the Disneyland hotel when we were kids, and it seemed like we were going to this different world. And I loved it. And that was a million years ago. I haven't been back to the Disneyland hotel in so long, but it holds such a special place in my heart because we would all sleep in one big hotel room, which I guess is what normal people do. And we would go to the parks, but then we'd spend all this time at the hotel because there were all of these fun things to do at the Disneyland hotel. And they're just some of my favorite memories that my dad would do, because he'd always say, let's just go to Disneyland. And it would just be like one night. And it was a million years ago, so prices were probably way cheaper then, obviously. But it's such a great memory that I have of my dad, and he would always do these little mini trips and give us these mini experiences, not like Minnie Mouse, but mini as in short experiences. And I think that's why I'm so obsessed with doing that for my kids and my family, which is why I love to travel with my mom who lives with us, my husband, and our kids, because I love having these like little memories and things that I can give my children, as in not things, but like memories and those moments I can give them. So it's something special that even though my dad is not here and hasn't been for over 5 years, he's left a pretty amazing legacy and left tons of memories up here. So all I have to do is like, hey, let me remember that wonderful thing. So even though Father's Day is sad for many people who do not have their dads around, you get it. You know, it's about creating memories in life and sharing those moments with your family. So in honor of those moments, I partnered with Carrabba's, you know, the Italian restaurant. Kind of one of my favorites, because when I was done doing chemotherapy years ago when I had breast cancer, my hey, happy chemotherapy is over party we did at Carrabba's. So I've always been a fan of Carrabba's. So when they reached out to me and said, hey, we love Coffee Convo Wednesday and we want to do something fun with you, they told me about their promotion that they're doing this weekend for Father's Day. So you go into Carrabba's and you buy a $50 gift card. You don't even have to eat there this weekend. You could just go and buy the $50 gift card. They're going to give you $50 worth of bonus cards. So like all of these bonus cards at Carrabba's. So you go into the restaurant, buy $50 gift card, and then you get $50 worth of bonus cards to use at Carrabba's over the next few months. So it's kind of cool. And you're thinking, oh, well, thanks, Cindy. Thanks for telling me about Carrabba's. I do like Carrabba's, and I'll go do that. Well, you should, because this weekend they also are having a special Father's Day menu that starts Friday and goes through the 25th, and they have all these yummy Father's Day dishes. And then, like, this promotion is good just this weekend. So you go in Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you buy the $50 and get the $50. Again, you're like, okay, that's great, wonderful. This is yours. What? This is yours. What? Cindy, get out of town. No, I will not, because I'm giving you a $50 Carrabba's gift card and then $50 worth of Carrabba's gift cards to use at another time. So that's like $100 to use at Carrabba's. And I love Carrabba's. So what do you have to do? Yes, normally I say just share this video, but this week, because it's Father's Day, just tag someone in your video. Share this video. That's all you have to do. And you only have to do it one time. I mean, if you want to do it a bunch of times, I'm not going to be mad at you for doing that. But share this video and then tag someone in your life that you love. It could be a brother. It could be a dad, an uncle, a cousin. And it doesn't even have to be a man. Just tag someone you love. But since I'm celebrating Father's Day, that's great. But if not, whatever. Tag whoever, share the video, tag someone in the video, and then I will pick a winner Friday, the 16th by 5 p.m. So today's Coffee Convo Wednesday. You basically have another 2.5 days to share this video, and then you'll get $100 worth of Carrabba's. And thanks, Carrabba's. I'm kind of excited to go eat there and stuff my face full of Italian food. So there you go, Coffee Convo Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out with me. Follow me on all of the socials. Just search @SurvivingMommy, or go to my YouTube channel and search Cindy Simmons, and you can watch all of the Coffee Convo Wednesday videos that we've done. All of the shows are on there. So if you've ever missed a Coffee Convo Wednesday, head straight to YouTube And thanks again to my husband for my awesome Death Star big, ginormous coffee mug. I like big mugs and I cannot lie. I don't know why I feel the need to sing that every time I use a ginormous coffee mug. So happy Coffee Convo Wednesday, or thanks for hanging out with me on Coffee Convo Wednesday, and happy Father's Day. And what did we go over today in case you missed it? Ladies, forgot to tell you, would you wear this? The sexy chest, hairy one-piece swimsuit. What in the world? And also on the show today, if you missed the story, just rewind back because it was pretty funny about something that happened on my spring break trip over the weekend in Florida. Crazy. And then the most disgusting road trip food ever, according to me, but not my husband, who I love, pork rinds. So there you go. And then for the Carrabba's giveaway, that's right, $50. $50 gift card and $50 bonus gift cards to use at Carrabba's. Just share this video and tag someone you love when you share it. Thanks for hanging out with me on Coffee Convo Wednesday. And to my husband, I love you. Thank you for being an amazing father to our two children, and also to my oldest dad. I know he watches the show. Thank you for being a great dad too. I appreciate all of the dads and all of the friends that I have who have great husbands and great dads in their lives. And happy Father's Day to all of you. And cheers. And thanks for hanging out with me on Coffee Convo Wednesday. Mwah! Bye.